Hey everybody, welcome back to Media and XL Sigma. Gonna play some more of our Unholy Paladin today. Gonna do a little bit of grinding. Gonna start off with doing... So between episodes I went and grabbed the Judgment Day trophy for the extra 5% all stats. And now we are just finishing up our Sunstone of the Gods. We have Trianathala. We only have one trophy fragment, but I am getting close to my second, so maybe we'll finish up this this last trophy fragment, and then maybe we'll get lucky and get another one to drop. So we'll see what happens. I've had some decent luck today just with my grinding, getting some yellow runes, the enchanted runes. So maybe I can get a couple of those again. And after we finish up this, I'm going to do Legion of the Damned, since I have one saved up now. And hopefully that goes over well, because I've still yet to complete it. And then if we have time, and we're looking for something to do, I might go run Fauzt real quick and just see what we can do. We are 128, almost 129, so we're almost 130 now. And as I'm doing these, I like to run any Ascari calls that I get as well, and go kill Athala, because she can also drop the trophy fragments for this, and she has a higher chance. I think she has like a 6% chance, whereas these on the wikis say it's a 4% chance, but I don't buy that. And I'm just killing stuff here because it doesn't take that much longer to kill them than it does to just run through. And there's the chance, like I said, of getting like enchanted runes and stuff. So... And it's only Scovos that actually takes a little bit of time to kill the Cold Absorb, so... Anything interesting? Oh, that's cool. We'll go run the Ascari call. So like I said in the last one, when we did a little bit of Cabrax's farming for a good roll on our soul, I tend to do this kind of thing when I'm like watching Netflix or something. Not something you need to pay a ton of attention to. You can just kind of do it ambiently while you're doing whatever else. And these aren't super necessary. Like 5% physical resist, it matters, but it's not like the biggest deal. I also said in the last video that I'd redo my respec, and I did. So I managed to get an extra 75 points into vitality. So damage is up a little bit there. Got about an extra 100 damage on the top end, which is pretty good. And we'll do a little bit more jewel crafting here as well. Maybe I'll do that after this. I got about 15 charges saved up, I think. Just because you get really good arcane crystal shards dropping here as well. No luck. That's fine. So let's do a little bit of jewel crafting here quick as well, since we're always looking to get more jewels to replace our gear. We are, if we take a look, we have 260 on our breakpoint, and we need 250, so we're 10 up from what we have, so we can't switch out any gull runes unless we get attack speed rolling. So yeah, we have 15 here. This can get turned into more. Not enough for another shard yet, though. Get some extra stats, and then we can get 15 rolls here. So let's see what we can get. We're looking for attack speed, vitality, all stats, cold spell damage. That's a good one. That's a decent one, actually. I'm gonna hold on to that. The 5 roll on the spell focus ain't great, but cold spell damage, all attributes in life are nice for sure. Let's grab this one. Ooh. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We did all those rolls and got, like, crap. These, 1% all attributes. The attack speed on this one means we can replace one of the Gull runes with it. And it's just a straight upgrade, an extra 1% all attributes and 5 spell focus. And on one of these, those seem like pretty small amounts, right? But when you have all of the jewel sockets in your gear, you know, when we think about it, we got 4 in our gloves, 4 in our boots, 2 here, 6 here, 4 here. That's 22 gem slots, right? 6, 4 is 10, 4 and 4 is 8 and 10. Oh, it's 20. Okay. So 26 total with our two-handed weapon. So we have like 20 sockets to play with here. Because once we have all of our charms figured out, we won't need these P-gems in our gloves and boots here. In fact, I don't need these already. I could swap these out as is, I'm pretty sure. My res are pretty good now. But getting some see, the strength on this one's not great. I'll start rolling this one next, and then if we get a good roll on this one, then I'll start re-rolling this one. But I have a feeling our luck just ran out, so. But we'll see what we get. Wow. Yeah, there's another 2% cold spell damage, attack speed, and spell focus. We'll roll this one again next. How many rolls we got left? 2 more? Okay. Still, pretty good. Those are some nice jewels. 2 of those I can swap out immediately for Gull runes. We have a lemon here for vitality. We have 2 Gull runes in here, so I can just swap those out right now for those 2 jewels. Grab a disjunction. And before I do that real quick, I can take a look at what our damage was. Just see how much it'll change slightly, right? We're at 4151. And let's make sure everything's buffed up just in case. Yeah, 4151. So let's swap these out now. So we take we'll put the 4 lem runes in first. Actually, I'll do 3 lem runes and I'll put all 3 of these in here. So we should still be hitting our attack speed breakpoint, and our damage is up an extra 50 points. And those little bits add up over and over, right? We're at 269 spell focus. Getting good rolls on those jewels, you can see jewels with like 20 spell focus on them. I think that requires a double roll on the spell focus, because I think the innate one can roll and then another random one can also roll, I think is what's happening when that happens. But you can get like 20 spell focus on a jewel. So getting those with like a 2 or 3, I think they can roll up to 3 cold spell damage. And then getting like percent attributes or whatever, plus the attack speed. Like if we get some really, really good jewels, yeah, it goes kind of nuts. And we have 200% cold pierce right now as well. So that is more than enough for like a lot of bosses. A lot of bosses only require, I think it caps out at 170. So yeah, some good DPS increase there. Always nice to get those crafts going. Yeah, these are the we found a Zith rune here. Not that big of a deal. But we did find an Ayu rune here, 16. Now we're looking for Yist rune, which I believe is 24, right? So we have a Lu at 20 and a Zur at 29, but we're looking for Yist, 24. Starting to get a decent amount of these. If I get enough, I will craft up to it as well, but okay. Let's run a couple more Trinathala, see what we get. Because we're still at the beginning of this episode, so I'll do a little bit of this, then I'll do Call of the Damned, or the Legion of the Damned. And then if there's time at the end, I will end it off with another Fauzt run for some XP. We're getting close to level 30, or 130 rather. Not that 130 really does anything for us. It's 135 that we need to hit. A big deal for our damage is also going to be once we can get our Valthek trophy. If we can get a +1 skill on that, that'll be some good damage increase as well. So yeah, Scovos here is the one that takes a little bit to kill, but with the Cold Pierce we have, it's not so bad. We still deal a decent amount of damage. We got an Ascari Call as well. I always pick up all the quivers because, one, you never know if it's going to be one of the sacred unique quivers, but also it's just another arcane crystal shard, which means more jewel crafts, so... I don't know how many of you guys are excited for it, but as of recording this, we are 1 day away from Elden Ring's release, and I cannot wait to play that here on the channel. I think that's going to be really fun. Not just a regular unique, but like I said, Arcane Crystal Shard. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of, if you do like this content, you might like the Elden Ring stuff as well. I am as you guys might have seen, I did play Dark Souls 2 on the channel recently, which is one of my favorite games of all time. I love Dark Souls games, so this release for Elden Ring is going to be hopefully pretty big for the channel as well. I'm hoping it'll help us grow, because I'm going to play a lot of it and do a lot of videos on it. Not just my playthrough, but I'm thinking I might do some PvP videos as well. So I'm hoping to get into the PvP for this. I saw the extra drop. That's kind of interesting. I don't think it's very good, but I think it's interesting. Okay, let's go try Legion of the Damned. Because I've never finished a Legion of the Damned, and I think there's supposed to be a charm associated with it, but I've never... Oh, is it a perfect? Almost. I've never seen what the charm looks like from Legion of the Damned before, so that'll be interesting. Let's craft this jewel a little bit as well, see what we can get. That's okay, actually. 40 life. We'll hold on to that one for now and grab a different jewel here. Yeah, that one's fine. We can craft that. Okay. And I don't think you can craft... Yeah, it has to be the full shard. Even though it's 5 crystal shards that go into a whole arcane crystal, and 1 arcane crystal gives 5 charges. You'd think you'd be able to put arcane shards in for 1 charge each, but I don't know. Maybe they'll add it in 2.2 if we're lucky. So we have Gull Rune, and this is a Lem Rune. So next up is the Legion of the Damned. So we have the Call of the Damned. Once we go into this, it's one way, so we can't come out. Or we can't go back in if we die, rather. Now, if we were to go up towards the top of the area, there are the shrines here. We don't want to attack any of these. That'll make it more difficult. And I just want to get a completion, like, at all. Because I've not done that before. I've never killed the boss. So I'm not looking to actually, like, trigger any of the harder difficulty stuff. Maybe I will take a look at some of that in the future. You know, when the character's stronger and I think I can handle it. Although I think this character would have an okay time. I think his damage is where I would start lacking. Ooh, I can see it is splashing up there a little bit. Gotta be careful. The lemurs can fly pretty far if you let them. Although I think if like one breaks or something, it wouldn't be so bad. I just have to be careful. That Sanguine Covenant doesn't run out. If Sanguine Covenant runs out, we die. And we will die very, very fast, so... grab that just in case I die. And then it's like a wave defense thing. So once we kill all of the enemies here, then the boss will become fightable, and I have no idea what his mechanics are. I'm hoping our build continues to do what it does best, and face tank and ignore boss mechanics. But I guess we'll see what happens. Sacred Lamellar Armor. I'm waiting to get an Amazing Grace. It's looking like I might not get one, so I'm gonna take this chance to walk away and debuff instead. Some of these enemies getting pretty difficult. It is possible that I broke some of the totems as well. That is a possibility. And see some of those are going off towards the actual boss. Next wave. That looks like it would be like a run ender right there. Lots of large signets of learning. That's pretty cool. Oh, nice. Phone chimes, there it is. That's a lot of loot. Oil of Intensity up here as well. Oh, looks like I broke quite a few of them, huh? Permanently corrupts area on death. Wow. So that's what that black thing is. And these things drop loot. Okay. So based on that, like, with how many of those that I was able to... I could probably break all of them and be safe. I don't know. These guys just keep spawning. Let me grab this lamellar armor wherever it is. Or did I already pick it up? Are these guys just gonna keep spawning or something? Like, what's going on with that? This has got to be bugged, right? Like, this can't be intended. Okay. Yeah. And these are... Yeah, okay. So after the boss is dead, they're immune to damage. That's cool. Let's take a look at the bone chimes. I've never seen these before. Oh, they're a big one. Let's get these. Some extra stats. Bone chimes. What do we have? Give stats based on the sum of your bonus damage to undead and demons. 6% added as innate elemental damage, max 25%. Oh. Equipping multiple chimes removes all bonuses. So I think this is semi-randomized, right? Like, it's not always... You have to do it multiple times, and it gives you different bonuses every time. Or it has a random pool of bonuses that it can pull from, I believe. Picked up a bunch of random stuff there. Let's see. Oil of Intensity. Now these, used together with a full shrine to craft or bless a rare item. Shrine innate roll minimum value will be increased. Roll range reduced by 50%. Yeah, so like when you shrine craft, and is it shrine crafting? Craft or bless. Okay, so when you craft or bless, basically it guarantees in like the upper 50% of the roll. So if it could roll from like 1% to 10%, just random values, it would only roll from like 6 to 10% instead, I believe is how those work. So these are pretty cool for crafting stuff. Let's take a look. We get any interesting or just Vizjerries? Yeah, we got boring, boring. Okay. Well, it is quite literally a useless bone chimes for us. It does nothing, but I hold on to it in the inventory because I can. Let's do a little bit of crafting on this jewel here as well. Yeah, we just got a 19 spell focus on that one like you saw, so. Yeah. That back into shards. Okay. And if we get another Whisper of the Damned, we can craft another call. This goes here. I guess we have an oil to go here. And then what, we have 23 minutes left. Why don't we go ahead and run some Fauzt? We'll go ahead 5. We'll grab a rune, random rune. What do I have a lot of? I got a lot of IO runes. You just have to craft the Black Road with any rune. You could even use an enchanted rune if you wanted to for some reason. I don't think it has any effect on anything, though. But we'll do a little bit of XP grinding here. And I also did... when I was doing a little bit of grinding as well. Just when I was kind of hanging out on Discord with some friends. And I managed to get a pretty decent Shadow Dragon Claw. Or Dark Star Dragon Claw. The Claw from Bremtown. Yeah, I got a 130 to life. And I think 150 is the max. So that's a pretty good roll. Actually, see, this doesn't specify, right, that it's Paladin only. So I'm actually kind of curious. I'll check it after this run, but I'm curious if you... Maybe someone in the comments can confirm this for me, but if you were to move the charm over to another character, it would still be, in this case, avoid damage, because it doesn't specify it has to be Paladin, like the class charm, right? Paladin challenge item. Doesn't... I don't believe it changes it to say Paladin... Oh, okay, it does, never mind. I was gonna say, I thought I didn't see the Paladin only, but it was there. I just missed it. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, it would be kind of cool if you could, like, craft the charm on one class for their class bonus, and then move it to a different character to change up what class bonus you get. Though I guess that'd be a little too min-maxy. It would force people to play specific classes to get the bonus for their charm, and I guess they want to avoid that. Which makes sense. Would be hard to balance it. Yeah, once we hit 135, we'll be able to do Skazglen. And hopefully we have all of our runes swapped out for jewels at that point. I only need enough attack speed jewels to make sure that I'm hitting my 250 breakpoint. So I don't have to get attack speed on all of the jewels. So if I find ones that just have like a really good spell focus roll with cold spell damage and some attributes maybe, I'll probably hang on to those as well because those will be pretty good. Crafting good, solid jewels is very time consuming, but it is like a really important part of most builds and pushing endgame. Yeah, especially for caster builds, getting that spell focus, unless you're getting a ton of spell focus from another source, spell focus is so important for your damage scaling once you get into like the later game stuff. And if you're trying to do like the 130 bosses, like Oldie, for example, like you need to have your jewels figured out and make them get good rolls on them. Which is a good thing they overhauled the jewel crafting system to make that a lot more fluid and less of a tedious grind. Although it does kind of make Vizgen, like, dead. Because you used to need to get lots of extra jewels because the item level would decrease, but the item level doesn't decrease anymore, so you don't need to farm jewels anymore. One character, you only need to find a certain number of I-99 jewels, and then you're good. So... there we go, that's 129. We'll finish off this run. Maybe a little shorter of an episode today, but... a little all over the place with a bunch of random stuff, but... some crafting, some trophy farming, and Legion of the Damned. And a Fauzt run to top it all off. I would love to, on-screen, get a Great Rune drop. That would be pretty cool. Even if it was another Taha, that would be pretty cool. And really, I should be picking up arrow quivers as well, because I could get some pretty ridiculous rare arrow quivers. But if I end up playing a bow build, I will probably just, like, craft arrows for specifically whatever I'm going for. Since you can craft, it's a little less useful. In something like Project Diablo 2, if you're familiar with some of the other mods that are more vanilla focused as opposed to total overhauls like MXL. Obviously, you can't just infinitely craft arrows with shrines in those, so picking up rare arrows, since a lot of them have added rare arrows at this point, is a little more important in those. Especially since those usually focus a lot more on the trade economy. I guess there is a trade economy for this, but I feel like it's not as big of a deal. This game, or this mod, it's basically its own game. Really allows you to do a solo self-found kind of playthrough, like, without any issues. It's very catered towards that. Which, for a game like this, I don't mind, because it's kind of hard to find people to play with in the first place with a mod like this, even with the Discord. Especially since, I mean, some people on the Discord are pretty nice, but there's a few people on the Discord that are pretty gatekeepy. Ooh, Sacred Warpblade. What do we get? Starhawk. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's for melee Sork, obviously. Area of effect, yeah, that comes from Warpblade. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Innate Tri-Ele based on Dex. Tons of flat. Tri-Ele Pierce. 10% Avoid. That would stack with Warp Armor. 25% chance to cast Magic Missile. Holy, that is a cool sword, huh? Holy shit. We might be getting a melee Sork for the next one, guys. A Tri-Ele melee Sork. That could be cool. Man, that's a crazy cool sword. That is a buttload of damage. And that innate Tri-Ele scaling off Dex as well, that could be a crap load of damage from this sword. Like, insane amounts. That's cool. I like that a lot. And that's only a level 100. That's not even like the SSU. I don't know if Warpblades have a level 130. I suppose I could check, couldn't I? Because, of course, the 130 could drop here, so. At least I believe they can. I've never seen a 130 in my own time of playing, but I'm fairly certain they can drop here. They're just incredibly rare. It's kind of like, since there's 2 to 3 uniques per sacred base, and there might be there's a handful that only have 1 as well, I'm pretty sure. But for the most part, they have 2 or 3. So it's kind of like finding unique sacred armor in Diablo. I think it's sacred armor's the base, right? For Templar's Might instead of Tyrael's Might. The chance for it to be one or the other, right? So even if I get the right base, not necessarily going to be the right unique item. Which is why for things like set crowns, you'll see me pick up every set crown, even though like 99 times out of 100 that set crown is going to be melee necro set. There's the off chance that melee crown or that set crown could end up being the trophy set. Same with amulets. I'm not sure what the trophy set crown goes for on the market. Not that it matters because I'm playing single player anyways, but curious just how rare it is. It's a pretty optimal item for a lot of people to use, right? So if you have trophies, it's very powerful, obviously. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up on the game guide in the sets section towards the bottom. They have the trophy set. It's a 2-piece set, set crown, set amulet, and basically there's scaling bonuses that it gives you for every trophy bonus that you have, which is, as you can imagine, quite powerful if you have a lot of trophies. So for an end game character setup, I see a lot of people using the trophy set because it's a ton of benefits. I think mostly it's I believe it gives you all res, life, mana, and maybe something else as well, for every trophy you have, which is like incredible. It opened. Wow, that is a lucky drop. I think actually it might be not lucky. I think I might already have the Emblem of Pain. That might be one of the ones I have. Hey man, if we get all the emblems, you can bet your ass I'm gonna play a Valkyrie's Prime build. That would be pretty sick. I've never played one before, since I kind of have to get the item for that. Yeah, I think Emblem of Pain is the one we have already. What are the odds of that? I actually don't know. For all I know, the Emblem of Pain could be just the most common one. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I can show that in a moment as well. If they don't know what these emblems are or what I'm talking about here. But before I forget to talk about it, that would be, yeah, okay, it's my second Emblem of Pain. Of course, these can drop anywhere in Hell, as far as I know, and there's no designated place to farm them, they just drop in Hell. And then you get the Valkyrie's Prime item design here, which you need, as you can see, 6 different emblems that all drop randomly in Hell difficulty. The fact that I got 2 pains is hilarious and I hate it, but this, you cube it with each of the emblems and it gives you a bow called Valkyrie's Prime, and it's a very, very powerful bow for physical builds, I believe. There it is. So yeah, there's our Idol of Fortune. That's the trophy set amulet. And what do you know? Just as I was talking about it, as you can see, that gives a ton of random stats there, right? 1 all skill, minus 1% block chance. We don't block anyways, so that's like literally a moot point. We don't block because we're using a 2-handed weapon, and we don't have anything that allows us to block with this. So 25 combat speeds, 27 spell damage. The weapon damage we don't care about, but it has EWD, max life 3%, max mana 10%. And if I go ahead and take one quick look here, since we have it, I can talk about it a little more. I suppose I can do this. Pull this over here, show you guys so you can see. Pop that open. That sets. If we scroll all the way down to the bottom, we have the Trophy Hunter trophy set. So, it can roll 1 to 2 all skills. We rolled 1. That kind of sucks. Up to 48% weapon damage and 11 to 30 spell damage. So it's actually a good spell damage roll. Not ideal for the all skills, but not the worst. The helmet, all skills. We don't care about the damage, and the enemy LE res is whatever. It's not that big of a deal. The magic res is the really cool thing here. And then if we take a look at what the bonuses do: 10 life after each kill, 1 physical res, 5 magic find, 25 mana, 50 life per trophy bonus you have on your charms, which there are a lot of. If you head up to the top of the wiki here, we can go to trophy bonuses here, and we can see all of the trophy bonuses that there are. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 trophies total. So it's those stats times 20 if you get all of the trophies, which is kind of ridiculous that you would expect people to do that. But even on average, I usually have like 5 to 10 trophies on my character. Some of these are not very useful, but like Veiled Prophet, we don't actually care about those stats, but getting that trophy would give us the trophy bonus for the set, which would be pretty cool. That would involve swapping off our Locket of Dreams, obviously, which we don't want to do right now because 100 flat vitality and 3 all skills is insane. But when you have a ton of trophies, which I think we only have 1 right now. Yeah, I've only farmed up 1 trophy on this character. So we just have a Judgment Day trophy, but still, if I was to get more trophies, or when I get more trophies, this will be a super cool amulet. I'm really glad that I finally found this. I've been looking for this for a while now. I'll drop that off in there. I got a lot of junk I need to clear up as well. Yeah, not great. If I can get ones that even just roll like 20 plus spell focus, that'll be really good. Let's clean up the inventory a bit here. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to this here, keep it separate so that I don't lose it in my other items. Let's go back in and finish up clearing Fauzt. That's a... Oh! Actually... Well, we still have time. We'll clear up Fauzt here. We'll go kill the Dark Star Dragon again real quick. And then we'll do another Legion of the Damned, and we'll try going full difficulty. Clear it out completely, see what we can get. I like to do a Dark Star Dragon run here, just because I have to spend a rune to get into Fauzt every time, so it's a pain in the butt if I want to just farm Dark Star Dragon like Brimtown. That was scary. If it's 1 pack, I'm not too worried about it. It's when I get like 3-4 packs on me that I start worrying. Okay. I think I have to restart the game because this might be the same game that I did Legion of the Damned in already. I don't know if that can glitch or not if you try and open up a second portal. So let's go ahead and do that. We got 5 of these. We do also have a Brimtown trophy fragment here as well. I'd have to get the kill in 30 seconds though, which I have not done and don't know if I could do. Okay. Another Call of the Damned. Let's give this a shot. We're gonna see how this goes. Whoa, okay, it's starting to get pretty tanky already. Let's leave it there for now. Yeah, they're getting pretty tanky already, huh? Those amounts add up pretty quick. Armored Titan. They don't seem too bad. Fairly tanky, but as per usual, I think if we're going to die, we are going to get, like, popped. So... a lot of shrines, that's nice. So I want to pull this guy away, the Corruption Bearer. So that when he dies, we don't have to worry about that corruption field as much. Oh man, I think it was a bad idea. They have so many hit points. Please, Amazing Grace, so I can rebuff. Thank you. I don't have to worry too much about these corruption zones as long as I don't stand in them when I'm not attacking. As long as I'm attacking, it's not too big of a deal, thankfully. With how slow this is, it might take us over our limit. Now I'm attacking the boss here because I just want to stay towards... I want to pull everything in towards the center. Use that Amazing Grace opportunity to... oh man, this is bad. A lot of large signets of learning, though, and a lot of sacred items. I'm too scared to try and pick anything up right now, though. I'm gonna wait till the boss is dead. Wow, that is a lot of large signets of learning we have got. Soulbreaker. I think once we kill this thing, we can kill the boss. Pretty sure. Right? No? Oh, no, we got this stuff first. All of those spirally waves that come out. Then we can kill Manorook. Yeah, that was scary. That is so many large signets of learning, dude. When those guys all throw spears like that, oh, that is scary. Oh, no, don't break those. It's a good thing as I break these, the other obelisks get tankier, so they become harder to break. Ooh. Very slow. Nice. Oh no, it is always the same. Okay. Or maybe we just got really unlucky. I'm not sure. Grab some of these slightly higher runes as well. Wow. Okay, so it looks like I didn't get any. Well, we did it at a 100% difficulty. We know we can do it now. That's cool. As we know that because all of these are gone, so we ended up breaking them all. That was 35 extra stat points. I'll take it. It's for fire. Fire Dance cooldown reduction is pretty cool. Paladin Dragon set. Okay, so I guess that's just what Bone Chimes does, or maybe not. If I just got really unlucky there, or if they just happen to roll the same thing, and you know, let me know in the comments. But from now on, I will assume that that is the bonus that it gives. Just one. I thought I saw a shield, didn't I? Wasn't there a shield? Did I pick up a? I didn't pick up a shield. Gothic shield. There it is. Okay. Rebound, all skills. Overkill. Okay. Looks kind of garbage. Maybe I'll end up throwing away a genuinely good item, but let's go put that extra bone chimes away. That was cool. We know we are able to do it at the hardest difficulty now. We'll put it here. I can grab it from the Paladin if I need it for another class. Okay. We can put this stuff away. Runes. There it is. We have 4 sacred shrines, so that's pretty nice. Okay. As you might be able to tell, if it wasn't obvious from, you know, this is part like 14, I like to keep my inventory clean. A lot of Median XL players, their inventories are a complete mess. I'm calling out you, TRG. If you guys like Median XL content, you should definitely check out Raging Gamer 95. He also does a lot of Median XL. I love watching his stuff. But man, his inventory's always a mess. Always. I also like to keep my charms in the order that I got them in. Just so, you know, it's different in every character, the order that I do them. Or slightly different anyways. Let's see. Stash full. All good. Okay, I think that's basically it for this episode, right? We did a bunch of random stuff, but we finally got bone chimes. It's literally a completely useless charm for us, but cool nonetheless to have it finally, since I've never had it before. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, consider subscribing. I'll see you all in the next one.